Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Could be a little better. I think I might have hay fever.
Hay fever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. Luckily I don't have it this year. But Asylum of the Daleks was the last episode. The first episode of the series.
Yes, yeah, and it got off to a good start, I would say.
Amy and Rory are back together. After having previously been to... Anyway.
But they seem to have been left behind by the Doctor.
In their house, yeah.
Yeah, but we were kind of saying, like, oh, they're back, but actually, are they?
Well, we're not sure. They're back home. So, episode 2. One thing that you'll maybe notice this season is they've gone for a kind of movie of the week kind of feel to it.
Oh.
With each episode being like its own blockbuster movie.
Oh, okay.
That's
interesting.
Yeah, and each one came with its own like movie poster. Pretty cool. I'll show them to you later as we go through them. But yeah, they were pretty cool.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, it was. The posters were good.
Well,
some of them weren't so good, but most of them were good.
Egypt. Oh, wow.
Approximately 10 million square kilometers.
And the ponds. Mustn't forget the ponds. They're absolutely
Ponds. Probably not the ponds, I think.
Can you... Dear, I liked you before you said missiles. How long till the ship gets that close?
6 hours, 19 minutes.
That's the exact length of a Doctor Who episode.
No, we haven't. Maybe some of the classics in total. Oh, now in the planes.
Had two very disappointed daughters on my hands. What is it?
I've no idea. You want to find out?
I'm not. I don't.
So Rory's dead.
How's my day, Brian?
Is it?
He just said dead.
Brian.
Oh, well, it's going to have to wait. Oh, wow, this is the biggest team ever assembled in Doctor Who.
Not sure, but yeah. If
Oh,
maybe
well,
a new series,
well.
maybe, yeah. Apart from maybe Journey's End or
Oh,
something.
yeah, that was what I was thinking of.
Well, frankly, that's outrageous.
What?
You think you can just bring your dad along without asking? I'm not a taxi service, you know.
Materialised around us. Dinosaurs on a spaceship.
Okay.
Yeah. CGI dinosaurs.
It would have been a bit weird if he'd said that. It's CGI dinosaurs on a spaceship. You can look at the title again if you like.
Oh, okay.
So they're also amending the logo to fit with the theme of each episode.
Oh! Dinosaurs on a spaceship. Written by the writer of the series prequel.
Yes.
Yeah. Christian.
Pond Life, yeah.
Pond Life, that's it. Okay, dinosaurs on a spaceship. Very true to the concept then. Okay.
Who's going to preserve us?
He obviously wouldn't have fought dinosaurs before. It's like he knows.
It's sad because I think at the time they probably looked really, really good.
Maybe.
But this is 10 years old now. Over.
How many dinosaurs do you think are around here?
We need to get down to these engines.
Well,
What happened?
say no more. Oh, that's...
We're outside. We're on a beach.
Yeah, not very engine-y.
We're on a spaceship with dinosaurs. Why wouldn't there be a teleport? In fact, why don't we just teleport now?
Is he alright?
I hate trouble. It makes It's going to go to the paper shop and gone.
Like, too metallic.
Is that a kestrel?
Looks kind of like Badolf Bay.
I do hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just stand there, you two dicks! I'm going to look at rocks.
Well,
Perfect. I was gonna say just use your hands, but...
have that on you.
How did
Did
How
they just
didn't they
not
see
spot
that? Yeah.
The CG took a minute to load it in.
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh, that's probably not CG actually. Anyway, getting a bit caught up on that.
That's what the special features are for.
That's true.
Yeah, it is interesting how we haven't had much dinosaur stuff on Doctor Who. Like one story.
Yeah, I think they were too scarred from Invasion of the Dinosaurs. The puppets.
Maybe we couldn't get them.
What?
Well, let's get a comparison. And then on the screen, a little bit. I'm gonna hold this for the rest of the viewing duration of tonight.
It was like, no, we're not doing that again.
Yeah. Is it even a dinosaur? No. What? No.
We're very cross with you.
Well, shining a light doesn't seem like the best idea.
Tell how far we've come.
Ah.
Destructive impact.
Silurian.
Yeah.
Herbivore don't panic triceratops.
That's it. I was trying to think. Well, there you go.
Display life signs for Homo reptilia.
I guess that's the official scientific name.
Perhaps they found another world.
Yes.
We did where we
That's what they were introduced as in the very first Silurian story.
They chew through part of the bird if I let it.
Ooh. I mean, not that they would show it, but
Very nasty.
ooh.
Injure the older one.
Oh no.
You don't exist.
£3.50.
That's me.
Yeah, I just remembered the Doctor's not supposed to exist. Yeah. So I guess that's just background information now.
That was very easy.
Ah, it's fixed all better.
Yeah.
The robots work them from cryosleep a handful at a time and jettison them from the airlock. We must have left a trail of dust and bone.
Oh, I thought I slide under. Ah, good thing you saved the last one. So, a dinosaur being, what's the word? Being guided by a golf.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is happening.
These two robots are voiced by Mitchell and Webb, if you know them.
They like a comedy.
Yes. David Mitchell and their Peep Show, and they do a lot of panel shows, Would I Lie to You, that kind of thing.
Ah, okay.
A bit more time, Indira, please. This ship contains the most precious cargo.
My only responsibility is the Earth's safety.
Doorbell time. It was a ghost.
30 minutes?
Oh, we've got a time
That's exactly the length of it. No.
Ah. Ah. Should have thought of that.
Really not fair.
We must be the same gene thinking you just said.
You're cold. You are delicious.
I'm not a
Of course you are. Sit down, both of you. Little split. Ship does all
Yeah.
the engineering.
We're flying a spaceship.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit different from flying planes and all that.
Makes no difference.
Think about missiles, very literal. This is what they latch on to. Now, all press
Oh.
the ship's demagnetized.
God, whatever you want, I can get it for you. Whatever object you desire. Did the Silurians beg you to stop? Enjoy your bounty.
Maybe we could just do it. Like they just scrape by. No. That's not what happened.
Fine, of course.
Not forever, just a couple of months.
Right, yes, I'm going to visit.
Until the next episode. There we go.
Postcards from your dad.
Yeah, he saw Earth and was like, I want to go to every point. Siluria.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the planet the dinosaurs have been dropped off on.
Maybe that's where they went.
Yeah,
They
although-
created a
yeah,
new,
and although-
new silent area.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. Dinosaurs on the spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I have my score.
I have my score. Is that a pink? Six?
Yes, it is
Nostalgic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. It did remind me quite a bit of Carnival of Monsters in a way.
Okay.
With the, I'm partly surprised that you seem surprised.
No, go on.
Because, I mean, for one, like, sort of having or more specifically, like, having the engine room, the beach, sort of reminded me of the outdoor area, like the marshes in...
Right, okay.
Okay, but alright, let me
Yes,
reverse.
in that I see what you mean, in that there's like the cave at the side, which you run away from the monsters, and it's like
but also just...
technology, but it's natural in a big open area. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay,
I can see that.
but actually, that probably wasn't the best place to start because it's not just that, but it's
Okay.
just it hints at some, I guess, like ethical concerns about like. It just kind of reminded me of like, similarly treating
Alright.
treating sort of people like like commerce and livestock as they
Yes,
were in Carnival of Monsters, but. So it reminded me of that.
Yeah,
has
similar themes. Yes, you're right.
And I kind of liked the idea that it's like history, and like different people and things from throughout time being treated as it.
You are correct.
And
okay, I can see why you were reminded of that.
And just
now.
having having that sense of location that it's all within this one contained area. So yeah, both in the ideas and the general setup of it, it did sort of call back to that without, it sort of called back to that to me and gave me that sort of familiar feeling like this is
sure. That makes perfect sense. So Chris Chibnall wrote the last Silurian story.
Yes.
And the Matt Smith one also wrote 42. And this kind of feels like a mashup of those in a way.
Yeah.
And Carnival of Monsters.
Yeah. I guess that's his style, sort of, based around like one specific location and Silurians. Yeah.
Likes the Silurians,
he
likes the Third Doctor era.
Although in this they're not in it as much, but they're more so part of the background of the story. But it's still interesting to have them involved. Yeah. To a degree.
Yes, I marked it as fun and gave it a 6 because I think those are the bits that work the best. Yeah, I do like how they dealt with Solomon. A lot of people are like, "Oh, the Doctor killed someone," and like, but come on, of course he did.
Or sort of left him, did I?
Yeah.
I think for me it's all those aspects that hold it together, and it's just it's a sort of fun kind of sillier episode alongside all of that. But
I think it's necessary if you're dealing with some very dark topics.
Yeah, you have to keep it light in a way.
Yeah, the jokes do have to. And not every joke lands as well. I don't think.
It's if it was all humor, then it would be a bit more mixed. But it had plenty for me to think about afterwards. And again, Solomon being one of the main sort of characters in it.
One of the worst villains we've ever seen, really.
Yeah.
Because it isn't actually that often that we come across
someone so like
just unapologetically genocidal. Yeah. It does happen. It does happen, but and they're often, if we do come across them, they're often likable in a way as well. The Master.
Well,
kind of likable and charming.
But like the Master, whenever turns up, it's always like an event, even though he's causing a lot of trouble, there is still that sense of, oh, it's the master.
Yeah, exactly.
but here, Solomon's a lot less. Not even really at all.
Yeah. I do think before Riddell gets his happy ending, it would have been better to maybe show that he'd learned a little bit. It doesn't seem like he did.
There were little sort of, there were just little occasional lines of dialogue that sort of challenge him, but it doesn't really amount to anything.
Yeah, it's unfortunately a bit shallow, I think, that whole aspect of this story.
Yeah, that's possibly the weak link, although I do like the idea that the sort of group of companions is from all sorts of different time periods, which we've had that a little bit in the past, but like I guess more so here. But again, it's just
something that I've wanted.
Something
that I've wanted for a very, very long time is a companion that isn't from the modern day England.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened since.
They mostly
or Perry's from modern day America, but I mean,
but
still
it's
modern
like,
day Earth.
Yeah, basically modern day. But we've not had any historical
Romana
or future.
Is the last one.
Yeah, that's wow.
Well, unless you count Jack.
Oh, in a way, yeah, in a way, but not as.
It's not a permanent
obviously.
companion.
Yeah, no. That's true. I haven't thought about that. Yeah.
And it's something I've been really wanting for a very long time.
Yeah, we need some more. We need companions from different times.
I think it would be really cool to get Nefertiti.
Yeah.
Or an ancient Egyptian. I mean, in The Big Finish, there's Erimem is an ancient Egyptian queen that travels with the Fifth Doctor and Perry for a while.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to get someone from the past or indeed the future. But the past is really interesting because Jamie, I think, works very well. Victoria.
Yeah, because there's like a reference point.
Yeah, I think that works well.
Yeah. I want to see that now. I don't know. In a way, I'm slightly disappointed in this for that. Not.
I was genuinely considering a yellow as well, a background of yellow, because I do think I think it is almost too quick an episode to really to really go into any of the themes that it really wants to go into. Yeah. And maybe would have been better as a 2-part, but that's the movie of the week format that they're going for here. 45 minutes is not long enough.
No. Yeah, but it's really interesting you say that, because I sort of had that in my mind watching it. It's like, okay, they're going for a specific idea.
Big bombastic movie.
Yeah, it's like they're going for a specific idea. I wonder, was Dinosaurs on a Spaceship, was that the first thing they thought?
I think it probably was.
We need a story with dinosaurs on a spaceship. How do we make that good?
I think it probably was.
Okay. But you know what? I do like a lot of what they did with it. But
yes,
there's definitely room for
improvement. There are some fantastic ideas. I love the beach engine. That's really cool with the pterodactyls.
Yeah, like hydropower.
Yeah. The spaceship teleporting them when it says, we need to be here, and then they go instantly. That's fun.
Yeah.
There are some really good... Mitchell and Webb as the robots are kind of fun as well.
Yeah, they're like... Yeah, they're the comic relief robots.
Yeah.
But they're alright. Like, I kind of like them, but I did sort of feel like they were there to be funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
And then kill the dinosaur.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that...
well, that's what makes you hate him. That's what it's there for.
Yeah, I will say that moment did get me.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and speaking of the dinosaurs themselves, I mean, we talked about the effects a little bit, but I honestly think they were fine. And they did like Jurassic Park, they, it wasn't just all CGI.
No, it wasn't.
They did.
Yeah.
There were some little sort of models used as well.
Yeah.
Which I think works.
Mm-hmm.
So I think actually the effects in this are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and compared to Invasion of the Dinosaurs,
well,
yeah, even
there's 40-year difference.
even then that was terrible. But yeah, I actually liked them here.
Good.
In the end.
I just love the idea that every story starts with the end of the cold open. You have to work in the title of the episode. Dinosaurs on a spaceship.
Yeah.
I love that. I'd love trying to do that. How would you write the cold open for like the War Games or something? It looks like we've landed in the War Games. Oh yeah.
No, that's no. We haven't really had that a lot. Maybe we'll have it more in this season since it's movie season. I don't know. But
that's the asylum of the Daleks.
Yeah, I was just trying to think. Did they say anything about? No, they didn't say that. But yeah, that is fun though.
I liked that.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, my outlook on this season is it's made a lot more interesting.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like I'm looking forward to the next movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because there isn't a story arc, is there? Normally we'd have like things to spot, or like we had the cracks in the wall, we had the Doctor being killed in episode 1. Last series.
I mean, the only thing is the fact that the Doctor technically doesn't exist.
From the end of last series.
Yeah, I thought maybe that was going to be the next story. Which, yeah. They only just got a brief mention
here, yeah.
Yeah.
And they knew who he was in the Dalek one, in the last one. The Predator of the Daleks. It wasn't until the end that he's deleted from the Daleks' mind pathway thing.
Yeah.
I did know who he was there.
That's true. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was only just reminded of that when they said...
Yeah.
You're right. Technically don't exist.
Yeah, because that's not played a big part, really, at all either.
No. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, if anything more does come of it, then I guess it will, but
yeah,
it doesn't seem very important.
Well. So, on to episode 3.
Yeah, and that's the last one on the disc as well.
That was the last one on the disc.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. See you for episode 3.
Outro.